Good afternoon, family, friends, staff, and loved ones. Thank you for joining us for the commencement exercises for Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy and the B.E.S.T Academy 6 through 12. I am Mikhail Moreland. This ceremony serves as a major stepping stone in our lives, and we ask that you give it the respect that it deserves. We know that you are excited just as we are, but we have worked very hard to make our commencement special. We respectfully insist that you refrain from catcalling, yelling, making obscene gestures, or displaying any other acts that may impede others from enjoying this momentous occasion. Thank you for setting the example that you would have us to follow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of colors and the national anthem, which will be performed by the B.E.S.T Academy Orchestra. Please remain standing until the colors have been retired. Please be seated.
Today, it is my honor to introduce our Superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools, Dr. Maria Joelle Kerstarfin, a graduate of the Harvard Graduate School of Education and a native of Selma, Alabama. She is in her 5th year as the district superintendent. Dr. Kerstarfin has brought with her an impressive record in transformative educational leadership with nearly 25 years of education and experience in diverse major metropolitan public school districts. Under her leadership in Atlanta Public Schools, the district graduation rate has increased by 20.8 percentage points, from 59.1% in 2014 to 79.9% in 2018, which is the highest graduation rate the district has achieved since the state aligned with the national standard in 2012. She credits the hardworking students on stage, our families, and our educators for this dramatic improvement. Dr. Kerstarfin is passionate about leading Atlanta Public Schools and living its mission every day for students to be ready for college and career. please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Dr. Maria Joelle Costarfin.
Thank you, Crystal. Crystal, come back. Thank you. She's amazing. Give her a big round of applause. Thank you, sweetheart. It is indeed true. We have worked so hard to improve our graduation rate, and it is the very students in our high schools who make it possible. We have not topped 80%, but I am betting on this class to do it. When I say Eagles, you yell soar. Eagles. Soar. Eagles. Soar. When I say soar, you say higher. Soar. Higher. Soar. Higher. Welcome as we celebrate the graduating class of 2019 for Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy and B.E.S.T Academies. It is on this day, graduation day, that we are living the mission of Atlanta Public Schools. 94, count them out there, graduating seniors who are ready for college and career. And the most beautiful moment of graduation day is when we actually see our students who are also your babies, your daughter, your son, your godchild, your grandchild, your brother, your sister, walk across this stage in their splendid pink and brown and blue and gold. In this moment, we are all family, cheering our children into the future. But don't ever forget, APS has actually produced some of the greatest titans in business, science, engineering, entertainment, arts, and education and law. They have helped pave the way for a future that you can enjoy today. Coretta Scott King, the namesake of our Young Women's Academy, was the wife of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Herself, she cleared a path for women all over the world. And today, I am inspired by the recent news of Robert F. Smith, the billionaire philanthropist who just gave a $40 million grant to a historically black college here in Atlanta known as Morehouse. Just like B.E.S.T, just like CSK, it's a single-gender institution. He is going to pay off all the college debt of the class of 2019. Now, before you get excited, I'm not a billionaire, and I love you, I really do, but I am not going to pay your college tuition. However, you do have a benefactor here in Atlanta in the Woodruff and Whitehead Foundations who help our APS students go to college every single year. It's called Achieve Atlanta, where qualifying students can receive up to $20,000 over a four-year institution. 2/3 of this class are Achieve Atlanta scholars. Stand up. Earning over $1 million. When I say Eagles, you say soar. Eagles. Soar. Eagles. Soar. Now that Morehouse donor, Robert Smith, said in his commencement address, you are bound only by the limits of your own conviction and creativity. Did you hear that? What are you limited by? You were not listening. You are bound only by the limits of your own conviction and creativity. Meet some of the students who are already #unbound, free of limits, expressing their convictions and creativity through their accomplishments in athletics, academics, and citizenships. To acknowledge them, when I say Eagles, you say Unbound in Academics from CSK, the valedictorian, Ayana Prather. Salutatorian, Angel Crawford, star student, Dalen Scott from B.E.S.T. You have valedictorian, Kendricus Weldon, salutatorian, Jaden McGregory, and star student, Mikkel Moreland. Mikkel is following in the footsteps of his big brother, Micah, who's here today, graduated from B.E.S.T last year and is attending college. Mikkel has been accepted into 9 universities, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Howard, earning over $300 in scholarships. And this class of 94 students has earned $6 million in scholarships, and nearly all of them are going to college. When I say Eagles, Eagles. Unbound in athletics, we have Richard Benton Jr., Angel Crawford, Kiwana Fortson, and Chandler Jones, Coca-Cola Scholarship for athletics and highest academic achievement and athletic achievement. CSK also has the regional championship in tennis led by seniors Angel Crawford and Crystal Walker. Before the ceremony today, I huddled up with the students to talk to all of our seniors. There are 30 athletes. There are 30 athletes in this audience. If you played football, basketball, baseball, track, cross country, soccer, cheer, or dance. Eagles! Eagles! Unbound in the world of arts, let's hear it for Antonio Weems, Dalen Scott, who received the Coca-Cola Fine Arts Award for outstanding leadership and achievement in arts. We love the marching band and orchestra. There's a special place in my heart for students who brought their talents to the back-to-school bash and the superintendent state of the district, Mohammed Ba, Jakia Taylor-Harris, Antonio Weems, and Mariah White. Eagles! Unbound in citizenship. Every B.E.S.T and CSK graduate completed their community hours. However, Denaja Lewis of CSK flies above the rest with an astounding 800 hours of community service. Eagles! Now, while they all deserve a ton of credit, you know there's a ton of people behind the scenes. With the relentless support of the school board, we were able to keep our 2 single-gender academies open as schools. I'd like to acknowledge the chair of the board, Jason Estevez, Erica Mitchell, Leslie Grant, Cynthia Briscoe-Brown, all here to support you. You have teachers, coaches, and other support staff, as well as your King and Queen Eagles. Please recognize Principal Tim Jones and Yolanda Washington. Miss Washington recently brought Good Morning America with Robin Roberts and Lupita Nyong'o to the school to report on the amazing achievements of our students. Eagles! Now, there's unbound and there's unbound. In this room, there's unbound love and hope that comes overwhelmingly from your parents and caregivers. They are the heart and soul of this community. Students, would you please turn to your parents and give them a big Eagles? Eagles! I feel confident that you are ready to take charge of your future, that this generation of B.E.S.T and CSK graduates are already testing and pushing their limits. We, your parents, your teachers, your principal, your superintendent, your community could not be more proud of you for graduating from high school today. And this is time to celebrate you. We can't wait to see the amazing things that comes in each of your lives as you build your own legacies, bounded only by the limits of your own convictions and creativity. On behalf of Atlanta Public Schools, I say congratulations and good luck. We love you, and I will miss you.
Good afternoon, Superintendent Maria Cristarfin, Principal Yolanda Washington, faculty, staff, family, friends, and my fellow classmates of 2019. My name is Angel Crawford, and I am proud to stand before you today as the salutatorian for the Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy. As I talk today, I refer to a clock, my clock of life. As my clock ticks away, I leave my class with a message. Minute 15, the obstacle. Failure was not my fear, disappointment was. Being let down consistently over and over, even me letting down others was a disappointment, was a fear. School was the only thing I felt like I had control over. I knew as long as I put in the extra work, I wouldn't be disappointed. Minute 30, the village. It takes a village to raise a child. I am so thankful for my village. Grandma, we have had our ups and downs. We have had our ups and downs, but you were the person I could depend on when I did fall short. You took me in as if you birthed me yourself and raised me. And for that, I am very much thankful and grateful. I love you more than you know. I would like to thank all of my aunties who have contributed in helping me become successful. I love y'all dearly. Minute 45, the growth. I've learned many things over these 4 years and experienced so much. I've learned to put my trust in the pendulum of my clock, which represents God. God was and still is continuously blessing me. I learned to trust in His process, to sit back and allow Him to run my clock. Midnight, the compass. You were supposed to be here right now, in the audience, in that seat. When the news came that you wouldn't be with me through these 4 years and for the rest of my life physically, I didn't know how it was going to continue. You're the true north to my compass and the sun that shines on me when I'm having a bad day. Mom, everything I do is to make sure the hour and the minute hand reaches the 12 so you can feel my success too. Deborah Ann Wells. The charge. To my fellow classmates, Michelle Obama wrote that it requires effort, an extra level of confidence to speak in those settings, and own your presence in the room. Own who you are. Walk into the room with your head held high. Don't let anyone stop you from grinding like the gears in a clock. Thank you.
Woo! Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jaden McGregory, the salutatorian in the class of 2019. I just want to start by thanking everybody that ever believed in me and saw beyond the bifocus and soft-spoken demeanor. And you know, a wise man once said that our most prized, precious possession is the universal brotherhood of man. And being here for the last 7 years has taught me that true value. There is nothing like having someone that you can depend on and someone that you can bounce ideas off to whenever a light bulb comes on. And it's in those moments where I grew the most because I had someone that believed in me, and not only me, but who I could become and what I could achieve. I started off as a bit of a goof off because I never really took anything seriously. I would just laugh everything off, and even my own accolades and triumphs, I just never really stopped to just revel in that moment, you know? And, boy. I remember when high school started, and one day, someone came up to me and said that they looked up to me as a role model. And that shook me to the core, and it's what sparked that fire inside of me to strive to become the man that I am today, not only for me, but for my unborn child. And I just want to say that, you know, I love you all, and I wish you all the best in your future ventures. Thank you.
An olive must go through 3 stages for its oil to run: the shaking, the beating, and the pressing. It is with great honor that I stand before you all today. To Superintendent Dr. Maria Karsafin, Principal Yolanda Washington, faculty, staff, students, and my amazing class of 2019, good evening. I am Ayana Danielle Prather, the proud valedictorian for the Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy. My message today derives from a powerful gospel song near and dear to my heart. Class of 2019, we are olives that have endured the shaking, which I will define as change. Our lives were shaken nearly 6 years ago when we entered into CSK. But just before that, you shook my life, Crystal Walker. You are more than my best friend. You are forever my source of inspiration, and I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support and your encouragement in anything that I did. To Angel, Dalen, and Sierra, thank you for your friendships that have shaken me to my core. And Ashley, thank you for being my first friend at CSK and for assuring me that if no one else will, you will be my last. After the shaking comes the beating, and we are truly a class that has beaten the odds. To watch your mothers leave this earth before you, Angel and Kiwana, is a catastrophe I could not imagine surviving. You boys weren't prepared to lose Josh, and you weren't prepared to lose Bobby. Cornecia, Bobby was a hit that you could not take. And Bianca, to lose your father and your grandfather in such a monumental time in your life is a tragedy. But to watch all of you turn that pain into drive, and to turn that drive into motivation to succeed, you are forces to be reckoned with. You have made Deborah, Kuwana, Bobby, Josh, Michael, Montavious so proud today. You've all made me proud today. After the beating comes the pressing, and we have pressed our way to the finish line as first-generation high school graduates and first-generation college students. You clap for that. You get excited for that. I have pressed my way to this stage today, backed by the world's most supportive and stellar mother and family whose sacrifices and investments in me have resulted in the woman I am before you today. I've pressed my way through project engages in Georgia Tech, and I thank Dr. Platt, Ms. Lakita, Dr. Niram, Casey, Dr. Roy for providing me the opportunities of a lifetime. I thank my teachers for giving me quality education to last a long time. Class of 2019, we have pressed our way, and we are pressing our way onto the military to serve our country, to the hills of Alabama A&M, downtown to Georgia State, to Savannah State, UGA, and off to the illustrious Xavier University of Louisiana, where I will join future Black doctors to success. We have endured the shaking, the beating, and the pressing, and like the song said, now our oil will run. I saved the name of the song for last. It's Greater is Coming. Maybe you didn't hear me because I said greater is coming. And again, I need you to get excited. Class of 2019, our greater is coming. High school was not the end of our story, of our success. This is only the beginning. So when you leave here today, I need each of you to know that you are getting ready to keep enduring the shaking, the beating, and the pressing, and then the shaking, the beating, and the pressing as you elevate in all aspects of your life. When you get this diploma today, know that it is not a mark of the end, but a stepping stone to greater success. And if I could leave you with one more piece of advice, it would be to welcome the shaking, change, to beat the odds, the challenge, and to press your way to your destiny.
Congratulations, class of 2019. I bid you farewell, and I bid you greetings as we enter into the next chapters of our lives. This is your last time hearing from me, your girl, Yin Yang, and we out, period.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to speak with you on this special occasion. I would like to express my appreciation to all of my teachers, friends, and family members for contributing significantly to my academic journey. Without the encouraging love and support, I would have been led astray early on my journey. Life has revealed itself through labyrinth-like passageways. Some are difficult and some are time-consuming. But my will to succeed outlasts the negative intensities that are designed to deter me from becoming the best version of myself. See, when I was a ripe kindergarten student, I cried because I did not have the confidence to face my fears. My parents had to sit by my side every other day to stop the effortless tears. School felt like a nightmare that I could not escape. But as I matured, I tried to find patterns in life. Patterns make sense of our everyday activities. In elementary school, my teacher started to acknowledge my tenacious effort to learn, and I grew to love school more. When I arrived to B.E.S.T Academy Middle School, I was surrounded amongst the word change. B.E.S.T Academy helped build my character. When I looked in the mirror, I saw a leader who could evoke standing ovations when displaying their fullest potential. I strived for help, success, and change. Guess what? B.E.S.T Academy taught me the true definition of a scholar and the necessities that came along with it. And for my brothers, they were an essential motivational force towards my academic success. We were able to learn and improve upon each other's characters in our daily encounter. The chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and I wanted to ensure that I contribute to keeping the link secure. Individually, we are capable of becoming successful. But if we continue to work together, we can become renowned in any discipline we choose after high school. I have valued the many connections I have made thus far on my academic journey. I have learned to appreciate failure because I was not able to learn without it. Failure was the motivational force towards my academic success. Some failure dealt heavier impacts than others, but I value each lesson learned from each experience, and I swear to God, this is my favorite part right here. I have also learned to live in the moment and celebrate every achievement because I am my biggest supporter. If I am to close my eyes right now on this stage, it is up to me to open them. Therefore, I am my biggest supporter and my biggest forward in the road if I am to search for an excuse for not putting forth my best effort. At this level of my life, I feel that I can conquer any and everything that is placed to hinder my personal and academic growth. The art of discernment is a gift that I hold close to my heart because without it, there will be many unanswered questions left out in the playing field. But I am aware that the next step in life is not going to be easy, and I'm confident enough to say that I can bear those challenges. Thank you. And I'm going to hit y'all with a wall one time. A wall. We're going to hit the wall. My family, everybody else, we're going to hit the wall. We're going to hit the wall. Okay, we out.
You won't be hitting any roads.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Yolanda Washington, and I have the honor of serving as the principal of the Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy High School. This afternoon, I am filled with enormous pride and joy as we salute the graduates of 2019.
Good afternoon.
I'm Dr. Timothy Jones, and I have the honor of serving as principal of B.E.S.T Academy 612, and I am elated to congratulate our graduating class of 2019. Ms. Washington, was that not an outstanding performance?
Indeed, it was a superb presentation. Our scholars are talented, passionate, and amazing. Dr. Jones and I have this distinct honor of welcoming you to the 2019 commencement exercises for CSKYWLA and B.E.S.T Academy. Let's all stand to our feet and give the class of 2019 a rousing applause.
Yes. Thank you. It is gratifying to know that we have equipped our students with the knowledge and skills they will need to navigate life's transitions. Please note that this is a momentous occasion. Therefore, we ask that you give our graduates the respect they deserve during the ceremony by following the audience code of conduct as printed in your program.
We would like to once again thank the members of the Atlanta Board of Education for your attendance at this monumental occasion.
And to our superintendent, Dr. Karstarfin, thank you for your support of all students of Atlanta Public Schools. Now, introducing a person who encourages, supports our efforts towards success, Dr. Dan Sims, Associate Superintendent, Office of High Schools. Please stand, Dr. Sims. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce the amazingly supportive and hardworking administrative team of Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy. Seated on the stage to my right, as I call your names, please stand to be recognized. Ms. Tia Martin, Middle School Assistant Principal. Mrs. Deidre King, High School Assistant Principal. Ms. Sharonda Morrell, High School Assistant Principal. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here. Mrs. Casola Rogers, High School Counselor. Mrs. Latasha Mills Mackay, Middle School Counselor. Mrs. Zola Shannon Mullen, Registrar. Ms. Erin Reese, Graduation Coach.
Also seated on the stage is the outstanding administrative team of B.E.S.T Academy and our support team. As I call your name, please be recognized. Mr. Larry Guilford, Assistant Principal. Mr. Robert Williams, Assistant Principal. Dr. Yamilsa Roebuck, Assistant Principal. Dr. Emmanuel Udawa, Counselor. Ms. Hope Adams, Graduation Coach. Ms. Kaya Murrell, College Advisor. Mr. Ray Singer, 100 Black Men Liaison. And last but certainly not least, Dr. Justina Reynolds, Graduation Coordinator. This celebration would not have been possible without the love, the guidance, and support of the families of our graduates. Will the proud parents, grandparents, guardians, and relatives of these seniors please stand and be recognized?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Encouraging. All right, thank you. Encouraging students to believe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Encouraging students to believe that they can excel academically has been a joint commitment between the home and the school. I am proud to introduce the men and women who work with so much passion and grit to ensure that students reach this milestone in their lives. Faculty and staff of both CSKYWLA and B.E.S.T Academy High Schools, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Would the senior advisors from both CSKYWLA and B.E.S.T please stand and be recognized also?
Thank you. Not only are leaders and teachers and parents a part of the village that has a hand in raising our children, but so is a community of people who support us as well. There are a number of organizations that support our schools with an array of resources, and we consider them part of our B.E.S.T family. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. The 100 Black Men of Atlanta. The Emergent and Collegiate 100. Georgia Tech. The HBR Foundation. Making the Transition. Morehouse School of Medicine. The West Fulton Alumni Association. Access Care of Georgia.
Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy also has a host of community partners who support us as well. Coretta Scott King once said, "The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members, a heart of grace, and a soul generated by love." I would like to take this time to acknowledge Elder King and the King family for their unwavering support of both our academic and sisterly pursuits. As I call the names of our additional community partners, please stand and be recognized. STEM Atlanta Women, Spelman College, After School All-Stars, Microsoft, Achieve Atlanta, Giving Points, The Links, Incorporated Primerica, the HBR Foundation, Atlanta Metropolitan State College, and Georgia State University.
We also want to recognize any additional school principals who are with us this evening.
Now we would like to turn the spotlight to those who planned this occasion for the graduating class of 2019. Please join us in saluting the efforts of senior class sponsors and committee members. Dr. Justina Reynolds, Ms. Madrika Pyron, Ms. Danielle Sinclair, Ms. Hope Adams, Dr. Frances Bosa, Mrs. Quandra Adams, Dr. Bruce Williams, Ms. Wendy Feldman, Mr. Robert Gay, Mrs. Sabrina Grund, and Dr. Cleopatra Warren. Music directors, Mrs. Tony Butts, Mrs. Valerie Missick, and Mr. Vanable Moody. Members of the graduation committee, please stand and be recognized.
Say that one more time.
Members of the graduation committee, please stand and be recognized once again.
Ms. Washington and I will now recognize students who have set the example of academic excellence. Please stand as we call your respective groups of scholars.
the top 10% of the graduating class.
Thank you. Members of the National Honor Society.
Thank you. Members of the National Beta Club.
Thank you. Students scoring 1,100 or more on the SAT and 21 or more on the ACT.
Thank you. Students enlisting in the armed services.
Thank you. To date, I want to make sure you guys hear this. To date, the class of 2019 has earned over $8 million in scholarships. Let's give them a round of applause.
Many of our seniors from both schools were recognized for their stellar accomplishments this past week at our respective Visions of the Future programs. However, at this time, I would like to ask Assistant Principals Dr. Yamilsa Roebuck and Ms. Tia Martin to assist Dr. Jones and I in presenting awards not previously announced. These awards are given by faculty and partners honoring students for outstanding contributions in various fields.
The coveted Atlanta Journal-Constitution Cup is awarded annually to a senior who is deemed the best all-around student by the administration, faculty, and staff. Our 2019 recipient at B.E.S.T and CSK Academies have not only achieved academically, but they embody all the qualities that we encourage our students to emulate. These talented young people have distinguished themselves scholastically and through community involvement. They're involved in numerous extracurricular activities, and they love a challenge. Please join me in congratulating the 2019 Atlanta Journal Cup recipient, Nikaya Griggs for Coretta Scott King Academy, and Mohammed Ba for B.E.S.T Academy.
The Principal Cup is presented to a senior who has demonstrated great resiliency to overcome obstacles and challenges. In spite of these challenges, this individual has stayed consistent with the learning process, involved in community service, and provided leadership to the student body. The recipients for this year are Crystal Walker, CSK Academy, and Lee Sewell, B.E.S.T Academy.
The Atlanta College and Career Academy is a joint venture between Atlanta Technical College and Atlanta Public Schools. It provides high school students with vital career training by extending learning beyond the traditional classroom. Students earn both high school and college credit in this program. They were able to take core content courses or pursue technical college certificates and/or associate's degree. The Atlanta College and Career Academy wants to salute students that completed a technical college certificate. When your name is called, please stand and be recognized for a job well done. Shannon Gilbert, Cisco Network Specialist Certificate, and Crystal Walker, Infant and Toddler Child Care Specialist. This year, the salutatorian of B.E.S.T Academy class of 2019 has distinguished himself as a serious and talented student. This fall, he will go on to matriculate at Georgia State University. Please join me in recognizing B.E.S.T Academy's 2019 recipient of the Salutatorian Cup, Jaden McGregory. Congratulations and a job well done.
CSK Academy's 2019 recipient of the Salutatorian Cup has truly embodied the words of the CSKYWLA student creed by presenting herself as intelligent, courageous, strong, and beautiful. This fall, she will go on to matriculate at the University of Georgia. Please join me in recognizing CSK Academy's 2019 recipient of the Salutatorian Cup, Angel Crawford. Congratulations, your hard work has paid off.
The Most Distinguished Award recognizes the highest ranking student of the graduating class. This year, we have an outstanding student who values education, accepts challenges, and possesses a positive outlook on life. This young man will be attending Georgia State University. The 2019 Valedictorian Cup recipient is Kentricus Weldon. We are expecting great things from you.
This year, the valedictorian of CSK Academy has met every challenge that has been put before her. She does not understand the meaning of I can't. She will attend Xavier University of Louisiana this fall. Please salute the recipient of the 2019 Valedictorian Cup, Ayanna Prather. This is only the beginning of the greatness that you will accomplish.
Again, congratulations to our students. Please give them a round of applause. And now, the moment that we all have been waiting for. The awarding of the diplomas.
Members of the Board of Education and Superintendent Dr. Maria Karstarfin, we hereby certify that these candidates for graduation have completed all of the requirements of the state of Georgia, and the Atlanta Board of Education are now eligible to receive their diplomas. Again, we ask the audience to please recognize the formality and seriousness of this occasion by refraining from yelling, name-calling, and other distractions that destroy the beauty and the dignity of this program. We owe it to these young people and to their families to allow the program to proceed with honor. Please hold your applause until all diplomas have been presented.
Sierra Dean. Dalen Scott. Crystal Walker. Angel Crawford. Ayanna Prather.
Kendricus Weldon. Jaden McGregory. Mikael Moreland. Shannon Gilbert. Mohammed Ba. DeMarco Freeman. Antonio Fleming. Xavier Duffy. Daquan Devine. Ricorian Dean. Quentin Curry. Jarvis Clay.
Richard Benton. Brandon Alston.
Tashiera Sanders. Denaja Lewis. Nakaya Griggs. Jakaya Taylor Harris. Kimani Kennebrew. Celeste Williams. Shaylin Mitchell. Destiny Wilkins. Stanicia Stevens. Hamda Salahadeen III. Rakaya Dean. Janicia Clemson. Raven Calhoun. Takaya Brantley. Princess Bailey. Amory Anderson. Jemiah Moore. Marshella Ellison. Kiera Kidd. Mariah White.
Alexander Hampton Sharp. Grover Praise Harris. Chandler Jones. Jaden Jones. Dietrich Lucas. Raven Malone. D'Angelo Marshall. Ronald McElroy. Rio McFarland. Thomas McKelvey Flood. Adam Sutton. Donald Womble. Khalil Smith. Jalen Smith. Robert Simon. Lee Sewell. Rolando Robinson. Marcus Roberts. Kenyatta Quinn. Khalil Mohammed.
Sharday Durant. Imani Durant. Quinaya Ferguson. Kiwana Fortson. Jemiah Getridge. Ashley Green. Tierra Harrison. Tamia Jackson. Chelsea Jett. Kira Jones. Christiana Smith. Shantia Sanders. Leticia Reed. Lavetta Powell. Shantisa Porter Clayton. Olivia Patterson. Sierra Moman. Kiera Miles. Jemiah Lamar. Derica Kemp.
Nadarius Taylor. Darian Taylor. Hassan Walker. Antonio Weems. Kendrell Wilkins. Kenyatta Williams. Quentin Stanley. Quentin Williams. Dontario Wilson.
Brianna Tolden. Tiana Tolden. Bianca Weems. Kenosha Wells. Kiera White. Cornesia Wilcox.
They getting ready to turn tassel. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We got one more thing. Hold on.
Class of 2019, your principal has verified that you have completed all the requirements set forth for the graduation by the state of Georgia and the Atlanta Board of Education. By the power invested in me by the Atlanta Board of Education, I hereby certify you graduates as the class of 2019.
Audience, please join us to celebrate the class of 2019.